Welcome again to another battle on FeyanCnCtv. Today we've got a free-for-all on the map Istmus of Insanity. 4 players, the player going random, getting Reaper 17 at the top. We have Feyan. Right on the right of Feyan, we've got ZoCom, purple player, Jimmy. We've got to the south of Jimmy, we've got the Steel Talons player, Vice. To the right of Vice, we've got the player also going random, getting Reaper 17, Matthew. So everyone sending out buzzers and infantry quickly to the left and to the right. They know this map. They've played here a couple of times. Looks like Feyan is gonna go quickly with an assimilator to go and take this div spike. Okay, he sent a buzzer over here. The buzzer took out the infantry of Jimmy, but instead, this is the Tiberian spike right at Jimmy's starting position. Jimmy drops down the watchtower. He claims this tip spike now. So Feyan, let's see what he does. His assimilator's on the way. So now Feyan realizes he can't send the assimilator anymore because the Tiberium spike is now protected by the watchtower, so he's sending it around. He's gonna go around. He's gonna try to pick out another target. He might try to take this refinery. Let's see what else is happening over here. There's another contested tip spike over here. That looks like that's Matthews. That's Matthews' buzzer. Oh, early action over here. Looks like Jimmy's not gonna see this. Jimmy's not gonna see this, and Jimmy has a harvester right here. So Feyan is gonna take the refinery and the harvester because the harvester, was unloading. So Feyan has himself an extra harvester. He's got money from the refinery. Jimmy is surprised. Jimmy's like, what is going on around here? And he loses money in the very beginning and his income in the beginning. So Feyan's got an extra harvester. He's just harvesting quick and he's gonna send that back to his base. A little skirmish over here. First gunwalker or shardwalker on the field for Matthew, taking out all the infantry of Vice. His scouts. Alright, second harvester comes down for Vice. Matthew and Feyan have the best positions because there is nobody on their right side. Feyan nobody on his left side, so the toughest ones are Jimmy and Vice because they're sandwiched between Feyan and Matthew. But every player can always expand to the middle. There's lots of Tiberium in the middle. Every field guarded by a defensive tower, so they'll have to take that tower just like Matthew did right here. So it protects your harvesters, or it just gives you extra protection, and especially when you start to expand, it gives you that extra protection. Oh, I've got some co-hosts. My first co-host, Commander Jiraiya, and my second co-host, Eliana, who is eating her Fruity Loops. Alright, let's see what else is happening. Okay, Feyan is picking up. Looks like he's going to the middle. He's got his 2 refineries down. Haha, look at that. He's got Jimmy's rocket harvester. That just looks funny. Okay, Feyan popping out shardwalkers. Okay, looks like Feyan is gonna be the first one to expand towards the middle. Buzzers by Matthew. He's sending him to the north. 1 shardwalker taken down. It was a scout taken down by the Titan of Vice. It was walking. Okay, Jimmy is in a tough position. Now he remakes his refinery. He was set back a lot by Feyan's first assimilator takeover. Okay, so that put Jimmy on the back foot. Yeah, Feyan has a weird harvester. Feyan is now on 5-6 harvesters now. He's popping out some disintegrators. He's already expanded towards the middle.
Is it big baby? Big baby?
There it is. He's starting to make his refinery.
Is that a big baby dead?
Okay, Matthew on 4 harvesters. Matthew does have to start expanding now. Never my ancient. My ancient for vandaag. Okay, 4 harvesters for Feist. So Feist is doing good, but Feist needs that second refinery. I think this is that second refinery for Feist. It is late though. It is late. Let's see where he's gonna drop that. Should be good. That's good positioning over there. Let's see what Feist makes next. He does have his tier 2, so he made tier 2 before his second refinery. You always make your second refinery before your tier 2. Unless you want to go for a rush. Okay, Feyan's over here already. He sees all the buzzers of Matthew. He wants to scare Matthew off because they want, or both players want, this Tiberium spike. Okay, Feyan's buzzers, or Feyan's shardwalkers are over here. He already has the force fields. Let me see if Matthew's got force fields. He does. No, he's researching his force field now. In a couple of seconds, Matthew will also have force fields. Okay, Feyan's expansion is up and running already at the beginning. Nobody else has expanded yet. They should have expanded. Matthew should have also already. There he is. Matthew's picking up. He's gonna move. Looks like Matthew is gonna expand over here. That is risky though, what he's doing, Matthew. Because he's getting very close to Vice. Matthew should have expanded to the right or to the middle. He actually should have expanded to the middle because he already has this defensive tower. So that might be a costly mistake because he will take pressure from Vice at a certain point. Because Vice, look, Vice has these structures, so Vice will start firing. He also has rocket. He's got rockets over here, so Vice will start firing on those harvesters as soon as they get in range. Titans just unloading on this structure over here. Let's see how far Jimmy is now. Jimmy is crawling back. He's only got 2 harvesters, while everyone has double. Vice has got 5 harvesters. Matthew's he's got some seekers on his way just to protect his Tib field. Alright, Feyan has already got his expansion really well run now. 4 refineries up. His first Tib field is all gone, so he's got to send these harvesters to other fields. He's got to send some down here. He already did that. He needs to turn on the power though. He's making mass disintegrators now. Okay, tier 3 comes down for Feyan. If you have so many shard walkers, then the first upgrade will have to be the blue shards. And then depending on your next unit, your combination unit, you'll go for the shard launchers or the force field generators. Looks like Matthew really wants this tip spike, so he's just covering it here with his disintegrators. But Feyan looks like he wants to take that back. He's got here a small battalion of shard walkers. He's gonna send them forward now because he wants this tip spike. There's no real action yet. No action has broken out. Okay, Vice is already here. Looks like the action is gonna break out soon. This is what I said. Because Matthew chose to expand over here, he's gonna take pressure from Vice. Because they're gonna be fighting for the same tip field. Attack from the air from Vice. Matthew only has 1 shard walker. Vice is forcing Matthew back. Devourer tank was fully loaded though. Ooh, looks like Matthew's gonna lose his first harvester. He has to send this harvester back. Matthew, where are all your shard walkers? Oh, he's gotta send these units to the left. He's gotta send these units to his front line. He's not doing that, so ooh, he loses 2 precious harvesters. Looks like Matthew's gonna lose his extractor over here. Okay, Vice loses that chopper. Oh. Yeah, he might want to move his MCV because Vice is gonna send a lot of units over here. The shard walker gained veterancy but died, so he didn't last long. No, he's going for the warp sphere. This is the war factory. Drops down some base defense, Matthew though, but the base defense doesn't last long. Okay, now Matthew sends his units. His units are a bit late. Yeah, Matthew's sending a lot of units, so Vice is backing off now because Vice doesn't know if he can win. I don't think Vice could have won because one Titan is almost dead. Ooh, Vice forgot one Titan. It's too bad. This is still expensive. He has to send that back.
This is a tank vein.
And Vice has to hurry up and get his railguns. It looks like Feyan's got a large enough force now. He's gonna go move in. He's gonna move in and destroy Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't have a ground army. No airfield. Okay, Jimmy has an airfield now. First Hammerhead on the field, but he's no match for Feyan. Feyan just got too many Shard Walkers. His Shard Walkers are all fully upgraded now. So knowing Feyan, he's just gonna mass spam the Shard Walkers because the Shard Walkers can do everything. They can kill everything. And they are faster than the tripods. And because they're fully upgraded, they're just a bit more effective than the seeker tanks. Ooh, Jimmy just losing all his rocket harvesters. What Jimmy has to do now, as soon as he sees this, you just have to pull everything back. Pull your harvesters back and sell everything and then already move. Okay, so he is moving now his MCV because Jimmy knows it's a lost battle. I think the reason why he's not selling is because he wants to stall so his MCV can still get away. Feyan's already up here. Okay, Feyan already scared away all the buzzers or destroyed all the buzzers. He's also taken this Tiberium field, so slowly but surely Feyan is just conquering this entire north area. He's expanded. His drone ship is gone, so it means his drone ship is moving somewhere else. Let's see where his drone ship is expanding. Okay, his drone ship expanded over here, dropped 2 extractors, and now he's moving to expand to his 3rd field. Okay, action is down here. Matthew and Vice. Oh, these Shard Walkers have to put in the work. Because the Hammerheads of Vice are putting in serious work and taking down everything that they can. Ooh, okay. Matthew's gonna send disintegrators and see if he can push through. Vice coming in with a ground army. Titans and Wolverines gonna go unload on these Shard Walkers. These Shard Walkers, they don't have the best armor, but somehow they're still pushing Vice back, or Vice sounded a retreat. No, because Vice sees the disintegrators over here. Hey, there was an engineer there. There's one engineer there. I wonder why Vice made the engineer for. Okay, Vice chasing down these disintegrators. Looks like Matthew wants to go for the harvesters. He is doing some massive damage on these harvesters. It's not gonna last long though because the Wolverines are already here. We're gonna mow down the disintegrators. Vice should have kept these units on the front line. Okay, it looks like Matthew has his expansion though, but he needs another expansion. He needs to expand quickly over here. Where's his drone ship? He still has his drone ship here. Matthew should have moved already. Should have moved up to the top or over here. Feyan's got a massive wall of disintegrators. More disintegrators coming out for Feyan. Looks like he's preparing that second wave. Okay, Feyan has already destroyed Jimmy's base, but Jimmy hasn't thrown in the towel yet. Let's see where Jimmy, if he still lives. Okay, here. Jimmy's Conyard still survives. He only has 1 Hammerhead left. Jimmy has 1 Hammerhead left. He's trying to survive with 1 Hammerhead. Vice knows that Feyan is here now. Because Feyan is taking these harvesters. He's just unloading on them. So he's going to destroy 1. He's going to destroy 2. He did let 1 go over here. Okay, Vice has seen Jimmy now. Oh, Jimmy just sitting duck. Okay, now it's time to throw in the towel. So Vice sees that Jimmy's building here. Takes out Jimmy first and then he'll focus on Feyan. Oh, but Vice should have stopped his harvester from going up because now he lost them all needlessly. Feyan is really not wasting any time coming here with an enormous army of Shard Walkers. It's combination Shard Walkers, disintegrators. There he is. More on their way. They're coming out. They're coming from everywhere. Okay, Feyan's already here. His third expansion is gonna be up and running soon. Let's see what Matthew's got. Matthew hasn't upgraded his shard walkers yet. No. Okay, his tib field is already gone. He has expanded now over here, but he doesn't have his expansion up and running yet. But Feyan's already here. Matthew's in big trouble right now. Okay, Matthew saw Feyan coming, so that's why he sent a couple of units up here to protect his drone ship. It's just not enough, though. It's not enough. And Feyan is fully upgraded. Matthew isn't. Okay, Feyan is pouring in his units as the extractor comes down. You might get one fully loaded harvester, so he needs to drop down base defense now. He needs to drop down a whole lot of base defense. Okay, Jimmy throws the towel in the ring. He's been destroyed. Looks like Feyan is just trying to take down these shard walkers. He's not focusing. Okay, he's focusing down on the drone platform now. This is gonna be a big blow for Matthew because he doesn't have an airfield, a screen airfield, so Matthew won't be able to make his drone platform. If he loses this, oh, he should just sell it. At least he'll have some money. He loses the drone platform. That is a big blow for Matthew. It's also hard because you can't make a tier 3. You can't upgrade your shard walkers. So his units will always be a bit weaker than Feyan's units. Even though they're the same faction. Feyan takes down the extractor. This defensive tower, see, it's still doing its work now. It's doing its work. But Feyan is coming in with units. He's got more units coming in. How many war factories? 2. Looks like he's only got 2. Does he have one over here? Nope. This field is already gone. Man, these fields are gone quickly. Okay, Feyan has expanded already. He's got another force to the left. Gonna take Vice. He's gonna attack Vice. So Feyan's attacking from this side and this side. He's gonna choke Vice. Make sure Vice's harvesters keep dying. That's why these shard walkers are so good, because they can shoot everything, even shoot from the air. Looks like he's walking a bit too far, Feyan. He's walking too far. I think, look at that. He didn't press the A button, and because it's not the A button, his units don't fire on the way. But he is here now, though. Punching a big hole in Matthew's base. Look, Feyan is already flooding Matthew's base. He took out the extractor, but it looks like Vice is following. Vice is following with his ground army. So it'll be Vice and Feyan, or Vice and Matthew. It looks like Feyan's units are everywhere. But Matthew still has a small force. Matthew still has a small force. What's going on over here? Okay. So it looks like Feyan is gonna force his army to go over to Vice's army first. Oh, I remember what happened here. Because Feyan he had to go AFK. He had to go AFK because his daughter was awake. They were supposed to be sleeping, but they woke. So Feyan is AFK. So that's why he clicked and he sent all his units to this side, hoping that they would destroy Vice's army. But that explains this strange micro of Feyan, because he's AFK right now. So all his units are just on auto attack right now. Looks like Feyan's small army is getting killed over here by Vice's steel talons. Their armor isn't great, so they die under the heavy fire of the Titans. Okay, Feyan's once large force just destroyed. He has returned now, though, so he brought his kid with him. So the kid is sitting on his lap and trying to finish this game together. It was really poor timing, but that's what you get if you're a family man. So Feyan will have to rally his forces. Just check the money though. Has a bit of money. Vice no money. Matthew's money has run out. So Feyan has a little bit of money left. He's getting it from these tip spikes. He's got 3 tip spikes. Matthew's got 1. Vice also has 1. Okay, looks like a shard walker battle over here, but Matthew is forcing Feyan to retreat. Looks like they have equal amount of shard walkers, but Feyan should have just pushed forward because his shard walkers are stronger. But he looks like he's playing a little bit safe. He's waiting for more. He's waiting for more shard walkers to come in, and then he's gonna push forward again. These tip fields are all gone over here. Feyan should have expanded here. He didn't expand there, so he chose to expand up here. He needs to send more harvesters up here. Okay, there it is. Looks like his numbers are almost replenished. No disintegrators this time, just full shard walkers. Just mass shard walkers. Let's take a quick look and see if Feyan is making any other units. Nope, it's all shard walkers. Okay, he is making disintegrators still.
Tiberium field depleted.
Let's see what Matthew's doing. Oh, look at Matthew. Matthew's really in big trouble. Because he doesn't have a portal. He only has the warp sphere. He does have 2 warp spheres though. So he can pump out the units. This is his front line. Let's do everything to stop Feyan. He has a lot of numbers, Matthew. Looks like he is succeeding. He is succeeding in pushing Feyan back. It's a shard walker battle. Wow, look at this. It's blue and green shards, look, flying back and forth. This is a cool sight to see, actually. And somehow you just wish that Matthew's shard walkers were fully upgraded so they will be equal strength. But as the battle goes on, Feyan will push forward though. Because the blue shards, they make the difference. The blue shard upgrades, they make the difference. Vice is not here yet though. But we see Matthew's also replenishing his forces. His front line is closer to his base. Looks like Feyan is gonna move back a bit. Yeah, it's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks to break Matthew's front line. So Matthew is putting up a very, very good fight over here. Even though his shard walkers aren't fully upgraded, still putting a good fight. Ooh, Feyan is forgetting a couple of units. He's attacking in a line. That's a mistake. Ah, he was waiting for disintegrators. Disintegrators have joined the battle now. Okay, looks like Vice was just sending a hammerhead over here to scout and see what Feyan has. Feyan sent a couple of shard walkers up here. Looks like Vice is finally expanded. He has made also a ground force now. Vice doesn't need these slingshots actually. But he doesn't know that Feyan doesn't have any air units. Actually, Matthew doesn't have any air units either. But Matthew can. Oh, I forgot that he can't remake his MCV anymore. There we go. Matthew does have massive numbers over here. Actually, Matthew and Vice, if they would combine their armies, they could push Feyan back, I think. They could push Feyan back. Because the longer it takes, look, Feyan is expanded also here to his 4th field. Or his 5th field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th field. His 5th field now. He's got extractors everywhere. That front line of Feyan is just getting stronger and stronger. Matthews, he's still got a lot of numbers, Matthew, look. He has equal numbers. He has equal numbers. This fight is awesome. Look at this. This zoom in is amazing. Look. Shard battle. Look. Shards back and forth. Amazing. Look at this front line. Look at these corpses. All these corpses of these shard walkers just littering the ground. Look. It's just so funny. This the design of the shard walkers. They kind of look like a skull. It looks like a skull. See those eye sockets? Looks like a skull. But slowly but surely, it seems like Feyan is breaking through. And that's just because of the blue shards. He's still got disintegrators also pouring in from the sides. You see up there, disintegrators coming through. Disintegrators will add the extra damage. There it is. It looks like Matthew's line is broken. Matthew's forcing some of his disintegrators to go up. I think he's doing that to protect that one harvester. He's sending a couple though. It looks like Feyan is broken through. After a few minutes, Feyan is broken. What is that? Oh.
Okay, how did the mais out?
Okay, Feyan split off some forces. He sent a couple already to the south. I don't know what he wants to do with those. Maybe he wants to already attack some production structures. And the other ones, he wants to finish off Matthew's units. It looks like it's just shard walkers for Feyan. Just shard walkers and disintegrators. That's his combination right now. But it looks like Feist is joining the fight. Feist is joining the fight. Steel Talons want the war on his side also. Feist is here. Bam! The Steel Talons join the fight. Feyan's starting to push forward, but the Steel Talons aren't easily pushed aside. They've got the armor. They've got the shells. Look, it kind of looks like he had a shield. Oh, they're even pushing Feyan back. Look. So Feyan is being pushed back by the Steel Talons. I think Feyan is playing too cautious in this game. He also makes, and playing that way will cost you it just leaves room for error. Look at this. So he's microing, making some micro mistakes over here. Okay, he does have a small battalion down here. Looks like he's going for the extractor because he knows Matthew can't remake anything. Okay, but he sends them back up. He sees that they're gonna die anyways because Matthew's rebuilding his force. Feyan looks like he's gonna come again. Oh, his disintegrator is being killed under the barrage of the Wolverines. The AP ammo is so devastating. Look at that. Ooh, Feyan's forces from the south still trying to hurt the Titans from the back. But it's not for long. The Titans just turn around, destroy them, and they have to focus now. They have to keep their eyes forward because Feyan's pushing again. Okay, it looks like Feist is gonna back off a little bit. It's gonna back off. Does Feist have more units coming in? No. He only has 2 harvesters working, Feist. Oh, that is tough for Feist. He has to sell off these. Sell off your Guardian Cannon. Sell off this one. The things that you're not using. Sell off this AA. That's still a lot of money that you can still get. And maybe make another war factory. Because all he needs to do is just make Titans. You just need to make Titans. Okay, Wolverines also for the disintegrators, but you need Titans. The only thing that can stop these things, heavy firepower. You need heavy firepower. Looks like Feyan is breaking all the Titans. There it is, as the last Titan falls. Feyan's gonna pass him, trample him. Oh, Matthew! And while Feyan was busy fighting Feist, Matthew is sending a strike force on the right side. He's gonna catch Feyan off guard. He's gonna destroy Feyan's expansion over here. Feyan doesn't see that, so okay, he does now transition to tripods. It's cramped over here. This field is gone. It looks like Feyan's full focus is on this left side. He's pouring in now. He's pouring in now. Looks like he's gonna go for Matthew. Looks like he's gonna go for Matthew. Oh, okay, but Matthew has caught him off guard. Matthew will take down the harvester. Okay, Feyan will have to scramble now. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does once he notices that Matthew is here. It's a good move from Matthew though, but very risky move because now you emptied your entire base. Matthew has emptied his entire base. He doesn't have any units here to defend himself. But it looks like that one move is forcing Feyan to send his entire army to go up. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, Feyan is just forming a front line over here, sending his units. He's sending his tripods to form a line. He knows that this is gone, so that's why he's just letting them hold over here, because he knows at a certain point the shard walkers will walk this way and he needs to make a defensive wall. Okay, as the last building falls, Matthew pushes forward. Let's turn the camera just to see from the vantage point of Matthew. So he sees that Feyan has a wall here. Feyan's even got the tripods. So let's see if Matthew... Nope. He decides to pull back. D-move. Pull them back. The wall looks a bit too strong. Matthew D-moves back to the middle. But Feyan's army is here from the south. There it is. They're all pouring up. Feyan should have split his army in half, actually. So the army from the south will engage now with Matthew's army. Oh, Matthew's gonna take down the signal transmitter. And that tower is putting in some work too now. Okay, Matthew being hit from the top and from the bottom. The only way for him is to move backwards, is to move this way. Let's see if he does that. He does that now. Because he's been sandwiched. He's been sandwiched, and the only way if you're sandwiched is try to get out. So he moves to the back. That's the only side where he wasn't cornered. Okay, so Feyan now splits off his army. He lets his northern army pursue, and his southern army will keep on going. And all the while, Vice is building up his army now. He's added 3 MRTs just for the extra repairs. Vice really needs more heavy harvesters. Yeah. And Vice should have already moved over here, actually. He should have moved here. He should have taken this this defensive tower, so at least he will secure himself another tip field. That's why. So while Feyan was attacking, looks like Feyan has destroyed already the army. No, there's 2 more escaping. But his army is moving down south again. But in the meanwhile, Vice should have just kept making harvesters, because all you need is money. You can still beat Feyan though, but you need to really build up your economy stronger. And what Vice could have done is, because Feyan doesn't have any eyes on this side, he could have hit Feyan with a surprise attack with pit bulls. His pit bulls are so quick. Maybe even upgrade them with mortars, but you don't really need the mortars. Just go with 6-7 pit bulls. Go on this side. You can hit Feyan's harvesters real hard. You just have to bypass these extractors and just go straight for Feyan's base and see what you can kill. Because the pit bulls are fast though, and they can outrun everything that Feyan has. So what he could have done was hit this backside, maybe killed the technology center and just kept going. It is a suicide mission though. Alright, okay, so Feyan's now here with the southern army, but Matthew has rebuilt his front line. And Feyan sees, oh, those numbers are too much. A bit too much. Feyan's army is split though. Looks like he split his army. That might not be a good move. He does take down extra cash that Matthew has. Matthew is keeping his army together. So Feyan's army is split and Matthew's army is together. Is that a tactical choice? That's a tactical choice. And It looks like Feyan has also realized now that one strong army is better than two smaller ones. So he looks like he's gonna merge his armies into one again. And Matthew backs off a little bit because he wants to gain that the defender's advantage. The only problem with the defender's advantage is you can only have it over here with the extra repairs from your warp sphere, because he can't drop down base defense. He doesn't have portals to make extra disintegrators. Oh, Matthew's army is out of position. It's not here. And you really need to save this part. You really need to save this warp sphere, Matthew. He has to push forward now. There he is, pushing forward. I need to keep an eye on this side. Okay, because Feist is attacking Feyan on the left side. Let's see what Feist does. Okay, Feyan was already sending his 4 Reaper tripods to the front line. They're not upgraded yet. Look at all these harvesters over here. But Feist has a strike force now here, and he's pressuring Feyan on this side while Feyan pressures Matthew. Ooh, Matthew does have a lot of numbers. Matthew can't hold off Feyan. Man, this game is tight. This game is tight. And I have to say, Matthew's doing well for somebody who can't build anything anymore. He's surviving well with just 2 war factories. Oh, mistake from Feyan this. Mistake from Feyan this. By splitting his army, he has made a lot of micro mistakes. Look at this. The bulk of his army is back there, and this army is still up here. He needs to keep them together. Because he was distracted, of course. Feyan was distracted. Because he needs to form a front line over here. Okay, there it is. He's sending his Reaper tripods to come take care of Feist's army. Let's see if Feist only has 1 chopper. Look at this, all these Reaper tripods. They are doing this heavy damage though, but Feist's 1 hammerhead is the one that can't be killed by the tripods. Ooh, Feyan loses 2 tripods. Ooh, man, if Feist... Yeah, he could have brought 2 engineers, but there's no way that you can know that. Okay, Feyan is already sending units to this side. Is he gonna send more? It looks like he's sending more. Looks like he's sending more, but it's unnecessary. He doesn't need to anymore. There should be enough. These units should be enough. Look at the Titans, the trampling, the disintegrators. Nope. It looks like the tripods have taken care of the threat. Feist tried with the strike force. Ooh, the MRTs weren't close enough to the units to repair them. So just with a small force, but 2 strong tripods though, Feyan took care of that. And now he's sending all his units back down. He knows he doesn't have to send anything up. The tripods coming in from the left. The shard walkers coming in from the right. Massive attacks. And the disintegrators. It looks like Matthew is realizing this might be too much now. It's just because the tripods are here. The tripods are making the big difference. Tripods are the one making the difference because they bring the damage, they bring the pain. Aren't upgraded though. Let's take a look and see if Feyan did upgrade them. Nope, Feyan didn't upgrade them. But actually he doesn't need to. Okay, he's focusing down the warp sphere because he knows the warp sphere will produce even more, or it will repair them. So just kill that. Just kill that threat. This is Matthew's army. He's only got a couple left. They are dying now. Dying in Half Moon. There's the sell-off. Looks like that's the sell-off. Matthew knows it's over. There it is. So it's just Feist now. Okay. Matthew throws a towel in the ring. Feyan can just focus and send all his units to kill Feist. What does Feist have left? No more ground units. No more ground units. That looks like it's the... even more units coming here from the front. Yeah. Well, that's what you expect, because Feyan has this entire north area. He can take all the money. He's got... Vice did take down all these extractors over here. So that was good of Vice to still clear this left side. But Feyan was taking this Tiberium, this Tiberium, this Tiberium. So he just had all the time and all the space to expand. Vice still has a small strike force. It looks like Feyan wants to bypass Vice's army. So not going through the top, but just going through the bottom and sending them all down through the bottom side. So Vice needs to form another front line over here. At least his Guardian Cannon can still do something. Vice could still actually send some units in here. He could bottleneck Feyan here. But Feyan just has too many numbers. It's just too much. It's the beginning of the end for Vice. He did hold on for as long as he could. But in the end, it's just too much. It's the invasion of the Scrin. Or the Reaper, 17. Just overwhelming numbers in the end. It's a good match. But Vice and Jimmy were just in the worst positions. They were sandwiched. Matthew, I think maybe the decision that set him back was expanding on the left side. Because then that caused him to fight with Vice early on. And then Feyan came, of course, with a large army on the right side. So Feyan wasn't pressured from the very beginning. He had the lucky break of taking over that refinery of Jimmy. So that gave him a lot of cash in the very beginning. So that, and not being pressured, of course, will just give you the opportunity to expand. Look at that. Just the resources, that already says enough, but also you have to execute it to perfection. So that's what Feyan did, just came with overwhelming numbers. The Shardwalkers, his favorite unit. Vice and Matthew, they still fought till the end. Well done. Well done. So thank you for watching FeyanCnCtv, and we'll see you next time.